Hey Thumpers, welcome back to another trailer action from Hyper RPG. Spider-Man does whatever a spider can. Spins a web. How excited were you when...
Some harmony. Let's go. I'm going to go deep. Spider-Man, you go high. Never.
How excited were you when you saw that thing from Michael Giacchino doing the classic Spider-Man theme?
Oh,
the orchestra.
Oh, dude, I about bawled. I about fucking it. Of course, a ton of people tagged me on Twitter. And it was like, oh my god. And the second I hit play, I was like, I didn't know I wanted this. I did, and I hope it's the opening of the movie.
That'd be cool.
I don't think it's something that should be played throughout the film. I think it's like, welcome home.
Right.
Theme.
Yeah.
Do the Marvel logo at the beginning, play that song, and it'll just be like, it would, to me, it makes me feel the way I know a lot of people feel when they're watching Star Wars and you get that first, like,
yeah. Dun, da, 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 da.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I want, but for Spider-Man.
How do you feel about that poster?
Which one?
The very busy poster that
I was going to say
out.
the other ones are great.
Yeah, the other ones are great. The busy one, You know what's funny about the theme, though, is that Michael Giacchino was actually at Comic-Con last year, and he played that theme when the cast came out. And I think a lot of people who weren't there, they didn't know that. And you can't really hear it in a lot of the recordings from Hall H. You can catch like a faint glimpse of it, but if you're not actually really listening, you won't hear it. So I was like, oh, well, when I saw the panel and I saw that, or I heard that theme song, I was like, oh my god, I hope he does this in the movie.
Right.
Because it's so crazy. We've had two sets of Spider-Man films, and they've hinted towards it, like in, I think one of the Spider-Man, I think it was Tobey Maguire's his cell phone theme song.
It's a cell phone ring.
Was this
2,
classic? But I'm like, dude, come on, just use that theme.
Player.
Yeah. Right. So it's like, oh, this is the first time they're actually embracing it. But
Oh yeah, embracing it in a really like. It sounded just changed enough to be modern.
Totally.
Just enough to be
Totally.
modern. And I the very first time I saw the poster or the title, when they first released the image of the logo and said what the movie was going to be called, Spider-Man Homecoming, I immediately rolled my eyes and was like, oh, okay, give me a fucking break. Really? So goddamn on the nose. And then I saw Civil War. Lost my shit. And now every single thing that's this nostalgic, self-serving kind of thing, I don't care anymore. I'm so on board. Despite me rolling my eyes earlier, now I'm just like, yes, give me more. Yeah. Do it.
You lost it when we watched that clip and he closed the window with his foot.
Because it's brilliant.
It's the details.
It's the details, man. It's fucking Spider-Man. Why is it going to use his hands? It's going to use his goddamn foot.
It's close. It's so close.
It's right. Okay. So...
this final trailer. Should we just watch? Should we just go for it?
Let's just do it. Let's just do it.
God. I love not watching trailers that I have to watch for my own sanity.
Yeah.
Waiting for you guys to be like, you want to do this? You know? Because I don't watch it in secret hopes. I'm like, I hope they ask me to do this trailer, so I'm not going to watch it.
Please.
Well, I mean, you love Spider-Man so much, it made sense.
It's true.
Let's do it.
Here we go.
Finally, here we go.
Good evening, Peter.
Whoa!
You have 576 possible web shooter
Get
combinations.
out of here.
Oh my god.
I can keep that suit?
Yeah, doesn't fit me.
When's our next retreat?
What, next mission? We'll call you. All right?
It's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you. We're not there yet. All right, kid. Good luck out there.
Yet.
Hey, Peter. You coming tonight? I can tonight. I got the Stark internship. What's up, guys? Mr. Stark, here's my report for tonight. I stopped the Grand Theft bicycle. Hey, could you do me a favor? Hold on to that. Does anybody bite?
Nice.
I helped this old lady and she bought me a churro, so that was nice. I just feel like I could be doing more. Wait a minute. You guys aren't the real Avengers. Hulk gives it away. New move I'm working on. Not bad. Oh, God, this feels so strange.
Holy hell.
These weapons are crazy dangerous.
Listen, Peter, there are people who handle this sort of thing. Can't you just be a friendly neighborhood Spider-Man?
Oh, that's great.
Let go of me! Let go of me!
Activating parachute.
The world's changing, boys. It's time we change too.
This is is my chance to prove myself.
We have a Spanish quiz.
You gotta get better at this part of the job.
Oh, there he is.
I'm intimidating.
Oh, hey, guys. My friends are up there. Hey, where are you going? What are you hiding, Peter? I'm just kidding, I don't care. Bye.
There's a ton of other subsystems in here, but they're all disabled by the training wheels protocol.
I'm sick of Mr. Stark treating me like a kid.
But you are a kid.
Yeah, a kid who can stop a bus with his bare hands.
That's great. I'm so interested to see the outcome of that sequence.
This feels so good.
Yeah, I think what's making it work for me is like judging by the trailers, it's a very simple storyline,
Right.
Which I think is good. The simple
I don't
storyline is allowing
know.
the characters to be who they really need to be.
I'm picking up on a couple things this go around.
Mm-hmm.
I'm picking up on a couple things. Okay, so the whole thing with the suit at the beginning.
Yes.
And he says, when are we going to go on another retreat? And he's like, mission. And he's got a suitcase with him when he gets out of the car.
Mm-hmm.
What do you think the movie starts with him doing something with the Avengers?
Maybe.
I feel like that suit is an even evolution of what was in Civil War. I don't think this movie's starting with them returning from Europe from Civil War. I bet it starts with another mission because he calls it like, when are we going to go on another like retreat? And he's like, mission. And then you see him with the suitcase when the car pulls away. I'm like, oh shit. I'm willing to bet that there's going to be some shit we weren't expecting in this that has to do with Avengers, because why? Like, it's starting to make sense now why that scene is portrayed the way it is.
Right.
I bet there's a scene before
That's
that where
true.
there's some sort of like he's doing something with everyone else.
Yeah.
Because Genki in the last thing said something about, "Are you on the Avengers?"
Right. That's true.
So it's like there must be in this world there must be footage of him
beyond Civil
with
War.
the Avengers.
right.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I'm picking up on is the inklings of. I mean, they've shown a little bit of like, oh, I wish Tony would like believe in me, and I have my own mission to fulfill. It's very clear from this trailer, and from the order of things, that he's in the hoodie outfit for the last segment of the film. It looks like.
Yes.
Yeah. So it looks like he does get that suit taken away from him.
Either he gets it taken away, or he makes a choice to not use that suit based on something that maybe he finds within it. Maybe we get an inkling of the Tony Peter relationship for the comics, because when he says the training wheels program and there's all these other subsystems that you don't even know about, if there's a moral ambiguity with Tony, which we've seen in the Marvel movies already, of like maybe he's doing something that Peter disagrees with, chooses to not be the man, not be the suit, but be the man, kind of thing. That would be a cool thing, but it feels like there's a lot of plot lines that are coming together.
Yes.
That might make it a more filled movie instead of a simple.
Right. Because in the last trailer, I think the thing that Tony Stark or Peter says to Tony is like, "I'm nothing without this suit," and Tony's response is, "If you're nothing without the suit, then you shouldn't have it."
Okay. Yeah. So I mean, I'm anxious to see how they get there, but obviously, the end of the film, he doesn't have the suit.
Yeah. Yep.
You know,
he probably earns it back.
There was the scene in the car park kind of area where you see the like
him go through the
glider.
bus.
Right.
Yeah, the bus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's the thing in the car part where the it looks like a vulture glider kind of
it crashes through him. Yeah.
The hoodie on and that, and the plane, like that all feels like third act. Kind
Yeah, and I'm kind of now even more so convinced that the shot that we have seen since the first trailer of Iron Man and Spider-Man like flying through New York during the daytime, I think that's at the end, that's probably like the last shot of the movie.
Yeah,
when Iron Man gives him back the suit, and like you've now earned
it's
this.
the beginning.
Or yeah,
It could be.
Or it's in the beginning.
Could be. I do remember there was like an Instagram little ad for the very first trailer, and it was Spider-Man and Happy Hogan, and I think Spider-Man opens up a case, and
that's where he gets the web glider.
Glider suit.
That's where it led to.
Okay, because I wasn't sure if maybe that took place before Civil War, so we'll start the movie
maybe
where we see little bits and pieces of the Civil War stuff, and then it goes into Spider-Man.
Yeah, you know what? You might be right. Maybe
there's also an international trailer that we could watch.
Maybe.
Go on.
Wait, there's an international version?
Yeah, there's an international version.
Why you do this to me?
We could throw that on.
Why you play me like that?
Why not? Go grab it. Grab that bad boy.
That's it.
Because I hear it is different.
Okay.
All the trailers, all of them. We will watch all of them. 3 days ago. There you go.
Perfect.
Oh my God. Don't I?
Oh!
Okay, well you're on to something. So maybe I'm fucking wrong. Maybe I'm way wrong. Just from that first frame. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does start with him coming back from Europe.
Maybe.
Fucking shit.
Let's go.
There's Captain America. There's Iron Man. Whoa, look at that new guy. Who's that? On the roof. That's my cue. I gotta go. I got a fight with Captain America and I stole his shield and I threw it at him. The hell, he's big now. I gotta go. That was the amazing thing that's ever happened. So Mr. Stark was like, hey, Underoos. And I just sort of flipped in. Hey, just a second. Coming.
We have thin walls here.
That's
This is my
great.
fucking mind.
The rich and the powerful.
So good.
They don't care about us. We have to pick up after them. We have to eat their table scraps.
These alien bastards are tough. You gotta use the stuff they use.
The world's changing.
It's time we change too.
So when's our next retreat?
What, next mission? We'll call you.
I think with a little more mentoring, could be a real asset to the team.
That's not a hug. I'm just grabbing the door for you.
Oh, all right, kid.
Good luck out there.
Someone is collecting stuff from Avengers battles and building these crazy weapons.
Oh, that's great. No way.
This is my chance to prove myself. No.
What if somebody had died tonight? Different story, right? Because that's on you. I wanted you to be better.
8 years without any trouble from those bozos up in Stark Tower.
Then this little bastard in red tights shows up.
And he thinks he can tear down everything I built.
I've got a plane full of brand new Avengers weaponry to load up.
We're gonna put him out of business.
Holy
We're
shit.
gonna take everything they got.
Seeing a different movie now.
You're not gonna stop me.
Do you know him too?
Yeah, I stole his shield.
So this is real. So like,
Holy shit, that's my favorite trailer yet.
Yeah, I like that.
I
trailer
remember
a
there was
lot.
an interview that came out with Michael Keaton talking about this character, and he says that, like, Adrian Toomes in this version of the story, he is a junker, and because of the 8 years of what's happened in the Marvel Cinematic Universe and the Avengers have been fighting all these battles, he's a junker, and him and his team, they collect. So like a lot of that stuff is like Chitauri technology and stuff from Ultron.
Shorts that they put
Yeah, I was
out
gonna
was
say
the-
one of the shorts.
One of the my favorite shorts with the gun. That was
Yes,
picked up, you know,
yes. Item 47 or something.
This is what I want to see in this universe is repercussions for the shit that's happening in
Yes.
the Marvel universe, and the fact that now it's a Sony movie that's doing it first, you know, like is going to be the first one to really dive into, which is great because it's Spider-Man. He's a street level hero.
Yes.
What's happening on the street from all this big shit that's going
Yeah,
on?
it's interesting to see a trailer that was very Michael Keaton.
Yes.
to some extent,
Because we don't
I
get a
love
whole
Michael
lot of
Keaton,
him.
But every scene we've seen from the other
Don't mess with
trailers
me,
for us
kid.
is the "Don't mess with me,
Yeah.
kid." Him in the suit, and that's kind of it. So I didn't know how much Michael Keaton was going to affect
He's
the
got a
story,
hard-on
or
for
just
Tony
kind of-
Stark, apparently.
But seeing this trailer, I'm like, oh, cool. Because I love Michael Keaton. And I'm like, oh, he's going to be in it quite a bit. It seems like.
Right. Plus, I mean, you can kind of speculate that maybe his storyline is, you know, because of what happened in the Battle of New York in Avengers 5 years ago, that directly affected him and his family.
Well, now I feel like I take back everything I said earlier. I take back everything. So maybe it does start them coming directly from Europe, and maybe that scene with the boat is the midway scene where Tony gets upset because it looks like
that's like the act
if
two.
Adrian Toomes is stealing Avengers tech, Tony's gonna think this is an Avengers problem.
True.
And Peter's gonna feel like he needs to be the one that stops it, and he knows the key. Like he's got the keys to fix this, and it puts innocent people's lives at risk. Tony comes in, saves the day. He's disappointed in him, asks for a suit back, tells him you're not allowed to be Spider-Man anymore.
Right.
And then he goes out and he saves the day as
Right.
himself as Peter.
And I do think that in one of the previous trailers, Tony tells Peter when he's at Avengers Tower, like, don't worry about that stuff. Like, there's other people who can worry about that.
Right.
Do you now feel like the trailers have told us too much about
Yeah,
the
why did
story?
you do that to me, man? I fucking love that trailer, but I don't want to walk into this movie knowing all this shit. I want to go in blind. I want to be surprised, dude. You just ruined all this shit for me. Fuck this movie.
I'm good.
Well, that's the thing too, because I feel like we watch trailers for some movies, and yes, some of them do give away certain things, but at the end of the day, I'm all about going and seeing it unfold on screen.
Well, we haven't seen too much, and they talked a lot about in the making of this movie. We haven't seen too much of Peter's personal relationships with Aunt May,
with
some of the other teenagers,
Zendaya,
we
like
haven't
with Ned
seen-
Leeds the most.
This one had the most personality of Peter in it, though.
Yeah. Yes.
All of them besides the scene.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff at the beginning, and okay, I'm gonna go back to this little shot here because I'm pretty sure that's all Tom Holland. The backflip on the bed, I think that's all Tom Holland.
I stole his shield and I threw it at him.
Like, this is my shit right here. This is amazing.
Yeah.
It was the most amazing thing that's ever happened. So Mr. Stark was like, "Hey, Underoos," and I just sort of flipped in.
Hey, just a second. Coming.
We have thin walls here.
That very well could be all Tom Holland.
Yeah.
There's a
did
little
hide his
flood at
face.
the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, they
It's,
did
it's
hide
probably
his
on a
face.
wire just to make sure he clears the
Safety.
bed.
But he's an athletic mofo. that's
Oh
for
yeah,
sure. But
and I'm surprised how much Happy Hogan is in this movie now. A lot more than I thought.
Which I'm good for Favreau.
Yeah, I love Favreau. He's
He
great.
started all this. People
He's
forget
great.
that, man.
And I think also from the poster, he's featured prominently on the poster, so is
Yeah.
everybody else. But he also has like one of the, I think he's like fourth build.
But that's what's interesting to me. The name Homecoming keeps now coming up more and more in so many ways because it's thematically not just a homecoming for Spider-Man. Favreau
Also
coming
the
back
high-
is happy.
Right.
High school stuff.
Oh, there's gonna be a homecoming dance probably
of
or
course,
something.
Of course, but
you
there's
know?
still this like aspect of the theme of that is coming back. Also, like, okay, the first Avengers movie and the weapons that were dropped in New York.
Right.
Happy Hogan is in here now, and he's like a bigger part of the film. Like, it's not just it doesn't. Despite it being a Sony film and a relaunch of Spider-Man, it also feels like Marvel going, let's go back.
Yes.
Like let's take things back.
Because Happy
Get
Hogan's
back on the
really
street.
has not been present at all in the last few movies. I think Iron Man 3 was the last time he really was present.
Yeah, I believe so.
He hasn't been in an Avengers movie, nothing. So it's like, where's Happy Hogan been this whole time?
I never thought that trailer now makes me think that this is one of the most important Marvel cinematic movies as far as tying the universe together. And I never thought I would have said that, as I thought it was going to be Iron Man makes a small appearance.
Right.
Great. Like now Sony and Marvel are working together,
Right.
and Spider-Man's going to be taken care of because Marvel's going to have a say on making sure it feels like Spider-Man. Now
Yeah.
it feels like this huge puzzle piece in the Marvel universe.
Well, that's kind of this year. I mean, on top of like Guardians 2 being what it was, being so like establishing that what Marvel Cosmic truly is, even maybe more so than the first film did,
big time.
about world jumping and all these other things.
yeah.
And they've done enough to say, like Thor Ragnarok, that the importance of Thor Ragnarok, what that will do to the cinematic universe, is as important as what Civil War did to the cinematic. Like, despite the fact that first trailer is very fun and silly, Marvel's also tried to say, like, no, it's important. Ragnarok's important. It's going to really lead into the next Avengers film and all these other things, like the ramifications of it all. So
it's all taking out. Yeah, I feel like with the Kirby-esque visuals of it so far, and it's a whole nother thing with the Kirby-esque visuals of Thor so far. I really do feel like Thanos is going to have some sort of play towards an Infinity Stone. I mean, the last Thor did with him getting the gauntlet, so I can't imagine he's not gonna.
So there's a degree of where it's like, I think like the three Marvel movies of this year are like important. Not that the other ones weren't important, but the other ones tended to be like, let's move this character's puzzle piece a little bit here. Let's move this here. These three of the year feel like, nope, these are major things.
And they all feel like they are, like you're saying, expanding this Marvel universe further than what it has been. Because I think in the last two phases, it's expanded it in terms of the character, but in terms of like the world itself,
the world building isn't there.
Yeah, it hasn't been there.
I want to feel like I'm on the streets in a Marvel world.
Yeah,
and that's what Netflix has started to do, and I want to see that happen in the films. And but that being said, I can see a lot of people being turned off by that. I bet a lot of people want to just be able to go see a Spider-Man movie and not
be a
feel
Spider-Man
like they have to
movie.
be up and up on all the Marvel continuity.
Well, and that might be why you're seeing like they're going to put Spider-Man holding a camera in Germany during the Civil War battle. So if you didn't see Civil War, don't worry about it. Here's the little beginning. Tony Stark's dropping him off. You all know who Tony Stark is. That's fine.
Yeah. And I think that's kind of been my pushback on this movie a little bit on the marketing side of it. Is like, I think it's also because like we are very much involved with these movies, like a lot of people that are watching this trailer reaction, so they don't need that. We know that it's connected because we read about it and we watch this stuff and blah blah blah.
I'm trying to go in blind, but you keep showing me these trailers.
But I think this is kind of more for people who, like my brother or my mom, who are not so invested in these movies, that they watch one every few years. And they're like, oh, this is connected to this. I didn't even know that. So they'll watch this and they'll be like, oh, cool, this is part of that greater Marvel universe.
Yeah, putting Tony Stark in these things is like, that's what's going to grab my mom. My mom, when the Amazing Spider-Man films came out with Andrew Garfield, she's like, why are they doing these again? And even when she loved Civil War, but when Spider-Man showed up, she was like, so is it not that did they recast that guy? And I'm like, no, it's a different Spider-Man. She's like, another one? So like these trailers are more for my mom to be like, here's Tony Stark.
This international trailer, everything I've seen makes me more and more sold on the movie, but this one is like, this is what I fucking wanted. We just got a shot where he's like, do you know him too? He's like, yeah, I took his shield.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah.
It gives
Peter Parker now exists in the Marvel universe.
Him eating that
the
the
donut
shot on the train, and him just sitting on.
She
the
bought me a
front of the
churro.
train. And I think
So that was nice.
I think obviously they learned that there were moments from Spider-Man 2 that worked really well because I saw some of those like. There's feelings from Spider-Man 2. The train scene in Spider-Man 2 is one of the greatest superhero moments on cinema. And to have that moment here where he's saving the ship and somebody yells, Spider-Man!
Yeah.
That gets you fucking amped because
does.
that's what I'm missing from these Marvel movies right now. And from so far what I've heard from the early aspects of people seeing Wonder Woman is like, oh, it feels so good to see a heroic character again.
Oh yeah.
And that's what I've been missing. The last couple movies have been about superhero drama, and I want fucking somebody to be good for the sake of being good,
Right.
And remind me like why I love superheroes.
And without getting too deep into Wonder Woman, I think that's the thing is like she is a hero of the world. It's not about there's really is no like personal stuff. And I feel like this is kind of that where like Spider-Man 1, Sam Raimi's original Spider-Man came out right after 9/11. Yeah. And there's a moment in that movie where you have you have everybody cheering for Spider-Man. And I feel like we don't get that in a lot of these superhero movies anymore because we're so focused just on Captain America and his relationship with Tony Stark and the different like the different like mentality towards so many different things. Whereas like now it's like let's
that's
go
what I'm missing
out.
from the Avengers movies.
Right.
Well, because none of those characters are street level characters. In the comics, those characters are never like, you're our boy.
Right.
And even the street level characters Marvel has decided to concentrate on. Daredevil was always like kind of a mystery of the city. And people are like, what is he? Luke Cage is probably the one show that
they've
had
already
the most.
said season 2 is going to be straight up about him being Harlem's hero.
And Luke Cage started to embrace that like a city's hero kind of a thing. And yeah, Spider-Man is the other one. Like that was always the street level thing in Marvel Comics. Street level characters were always like the people cheered them and were fans of them, and like Tony Stark and those guys were
Spider-Man
big. Yes,
until like that. I think it's good though for the movie to not go that route. I'd rather the movie go the route of let's make him a hero instead of let's make him the menace of New York.
I wouldn't eventually mind like a J. Jonah Jameson in Spider-Man 2, whatever Homecoming 2 ends up being, because Amazing Spider-Man
we might get it in this. If that ship goes down and a bunch of people's lives are at risk, that's a J. Jonah Jameson moment to spin that as this is why this is a problem.
But if they do that, I will say you got to cast J. Jonah Jameson, because the biggest thing Amazing Spider-Man did that annoyed me was how they had J. Jonah Jameson as a character over like emails, because they were like, how can we recast J.K. Simmons? I'm like, I don't know, try. Have some balls,
or just call back Jake,
or bring him back.
You could be Gordon and J. Jonah Jameson, right? It's fine.
If you're gonna bring anyone back to reprise a role, despite it being on a different, like, just fucking call up J.K. Simmons.
You did Bond, no one cares. Judy Dench, them all over. It's fine. Who cares?
Yeah,
we can have that in the Spider-Man universe. I am so okay with him always being J. Jonah Jameson, because that's one of the best castings that Raimi did.
Yeah, agreed. Well, final trailer. Super excited for it. Now we got to wait about a month.
July.
Oh fuck.
Y'all, it ain't even May yet. We got.
Oh, it's still another month and a week before this puppy comes out. But we've got some good movies to hold us down until then.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully. Oh boy. I just want to stare at you this whole time and just watch you be very excited about this.
Soak it in.
Guys, let us know in the comments below what you thought about this final trailer and this international trailer for Spider-Man Homecoming. What are some things that you're looking forward to seeing, and how do you feel? Do you feel like you maybe know a little too much about this movie, or do you feel like you're just so excited to see this character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe that you don't give a shit?
Yo, who's Donald Glover in this movie?
That is the question.
Why are you acting like he's giving advice to Spider-Man?
We'll find out. Guys, make sure you subscribe here. Hyper RPG, all the latest videos. Make sure you guys check us out on Patreon, and of course, twitch.tv/hyperrpg. Live content every single day, every single week. Bye.